Okay, so this is the next video concerning my second transfer. It's the morning of. I'm just relaxing right now, but I did everything so far that I'm supposed to. I took a shower, put my hair in a braid to get it out of my face, and I took my doxy. I had breakfast, and yeah, I'm just waiting to do the estradiol, which is at around 8 o'clock, and then my progesterone, which is also at 8 o'clock, but I take the estradiol just a little bit before. So yep, that's what I'm about to do. I'm just waiting on the timing. And I have my little heating pad over here since I ran out of the ones that my hospital gave me. I'm gonna start my water at 10 o'clock because when you're doing an embryo transfer, you have to have a 64 ounces of water to fill up your bladder. I guess it helps them place the embryo well in your uterus. So I'll start that at 10. I'll be already on the way to the clinic. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. My brother and my dad will be watching my daughter. And then I have food already kind of set up to be microwaved. I made some really good soup the other day, or my husband did. And so when I get back, I'll be able to have someone, microwave that for me, bring up some of that and some fruit and some other stuff I put on there. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm feeling, like I said before, a little bit better walking into it. Just a bit relaxed, and it may take a couple of tries. Who knows? So I'm gonna learn from each time and see what happens. So for those who are watching, please pray for me. I will take another one of these after the transfer. Okay, so it's been done. Um, I'm just gonna keep neutral about this. I'm not gonna be happy or sad about it. It's just leaving it in Jehovah's hands. I mean, the embryo wasn't the greatest quality from what they said, but it's fair. It was still alive, so transferred it anyway. Hope for the best, because they seem times when the embryo looks great, everything looks perfect, yet it doesn't work. And then they've seen people who have fair embryos, and then it works out to beautiful babies. They just don't know. So I'm just gonna hope for the best, hope for the best, expect the worst. I think that's somehow sane. So I'm just gonna carry on like normal, continue to take my medications, and just hope for the best. If not, if it doesn't work, it sucks, but we'll move forward. And I will do another egg retrieval, and I feel like eventually it'll work. I trust Jehovah with this, and whatever he wants is gonna happen. So continue to pray for me. Okay, so I just wanted to pop on. It's been a little over 24 hours since the embryo transfer yesterday. I'm not much into symptom spotting because we're taking a bunch of hormones and injections, so that could all be just, playing with us. But it's funny, I did feel a little twinge a couple hours after my embryo transfer. That could be nothing, but you never know. So, also in my last little tidbit of this video, I did feel hot flashes, which I didn't before. I shouldn't say hot flashes, more like night sweats, not hot flashes. And it was weird. I don't know. I looked it up, and they say sometimes that could be normal, and it's just your body regulating itself. I'm not sure, but that was different. So I'm just kind of trying to compare the both times I've done this so far. But I really wanted to say that really looking into, because I'm a Jehovah's Witness, and my last transfer, I was so stressed out with a lot of different things that I really didn't believe. I should have believed more into what Jehovah wants for me. I can only do so much. I can only control so much of what I can do. And at the end of the day, I have to believe in him. If I'm a God-fearing person like I say I am, then me being that stressed out or anxious about it means that I'm not believing in him like I say I am. So that's not good. And I feel like just going forward, even with this, and then if it doesn't work out in others, I'm going to have a better attitude, just doing what I can do, hoping for the best, and hoping Jehovah will help me eventually. And just know that I can't control everything. And I feel like I'm going to be a lot healthier person because of that. So for those who are going through this, I know it's harder to, harder to do than to just say. But yeah, I think that's what the mentality we have to go with. I'm just going to try to take it easy, think positively, hope the miracle comes in. Just because, the embryo was fair. It wasn't as good as the first one, but like I said, there's been instances where I've heard that fair embryos turn out to be beautiful babies, and then the good ones that they thought were there didn't make it. So you never know how things are going to work out. So for those who do have the same situation I'm in, just think positively, just try to take it easy, drink lots of water, and take your meds, and just hope for the best. Because, Jehovah can work in very mysterious ways, and I feel like whenever I'm a part of that, because I feel like I have in the past, it feels good that he, even though it may have been at the last minute, he was there. And I feel like Jehovah's always been there for me throughout my life, helping me one way or another, even if it wasn't on my time. So I just really am self-centering myself on that and just hoping for the best at this point. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, just trying to take it easy. I did go for a walk, drinking lots of water, ate, took my meds this morning, so hopefully everything will go well. So for those who are watching, keep watching. Have any questions, please let me know, and I look forward to talking to you guys. Bye. Seriously, I don't know if it's the medication, but I swear to God, I don't usually look like this. I have such my under eye circles are so bad right now, and I'm having such discoloration, and I heard that some of the medication we can take for IVF can cause that. So please bear with me. I really don't look like this normally. But off the record, I have to say, my daughter is a bit of a bug locator. Like seriously, she literally said, "Mom, there's a spider in the bathtub." And sure enough, I go over there, and there was a spider. It was a tiny one, but it's like, oof. And the fact that I don't like that there was a spider in here, but some bugs will always come to our house. But I have to say, I don't know if your kids, whoever's watching this, points out bugs, if that's a normal thing, or if mine's just like a weird special spider detector. But hey, it works out. And don't touch this. Yeah, I have to put these somewhere else. Do not touch those. But yeah, I guess I have my own little exterminator here. Bug detector. Say, I'm a bug detector. No. Okay. Say, I'm a bug detector. Say bye-bye. Okay, so today is about day 2 after transfer, since my transfer was on Friday. Today is Sunday. I already have my little needle ready, and I warmed up the little bottle of progesterone oil in my armpit, which I'm doing now with the needle, just until I can get myself ready. So yesterday I did this side, doing this side, which again I hate because I'm right hand dominant, and this one's harder. So yeah, I'm just cleaning my spot here so you don't have to see my whole booty right here. Already got the spot all good. I like to kind of make sure it's fanned out. I do have like a little heating pad. I don't do a lot since, obviously the embryo's in there, but I like to just put a dab on there just to heat up, just make sure it's absorbing well. Which I think is what I was doing before, which helped it really absorb. So remember to spread out, not pinch. Usually when we did the things to grow our eggs, we did it in the fat, we're doing it in the muscle. So just and push. Oh, it's getting easier and easier as I do this. At first, it was hard, but I feel like you get used to it after a while. And it's in. Let's get my little thing. And hopefully I haven't bled. I don't think I did, so that's good. So I like to rub it a little bit. Like I know a lot of people do that. Rub it just to kind of get it, not situated in one spot. and just rub it. So I'm gonna go downstairs and warm this up a little bit, not a lot, but a little, and just dab it just to make sure again it's kind of warmed up and absorbing the way it needs to. So yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just try to relax like I have been, just try to stay in bed more. But I try to move my feet just to obviously get circulation. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So let's hope it all turns out well. I do have a little bit of research I did on fair embryos, and I'll tell you about it in the next little tidbit of this video, but I thought it was pretty interesting. So maybe that gives me some sort of hope for those who also transferred fair embryos. We shall see. So I just wanted to hop on real quick because I know in my last little tidbit of this video, I was going to share what kind of research I did on fair embryos, and I actually learned that some fair embryos can actually be self-correcting. So from what happens, I guess it's called a mosaic embryo, and parts of the embryo that could be abnormal can die off and be replaced by healthy cells from the embryo, thus making a healthy child. That's why my doctor said that in cases she's seen that, you know, healthy, what looks like great embryos don't make it, and some who don't look as great do. It just, I guess, depends on a lot of variables. So I'm just trying to make myself feel better, in all honesty, but I thought that was a good tidbit on why that may be, and I just like to do research. So for those who are in my same situation and who have low egg reserve and are trying to have a baby through IVF, there's some hope. So I hope that helps, and hopefully this will turn into a miracle for me. And I am pushing for you guys too, for those who are in my same situation. So fingers crossed. Okay, so day 3 after embryo transfer. I've been feeling a little crampy, not too bad, just very mild cramping. So I feel like maybe that's a good sign, or I'm just really symptom spotting. I also had a bit of lower back pain just this morning, so that was a little different. And then coupled with the hot flashes or the night sweats, I mean, that's all kind of different things to look at, but I mean absolutely nothing. So I'm about to take my progesterone here, got my bottle, getting warm underneath my armpit. And then, yep, I already took my estradiol. I have to go and get more of that from the pharmacy. And tonight I can't forget to change this patch. I've had my little patch on my stomach of estrogen. This will be the 3rd day, and so around 8 o'clock I'll change that out into a new one. But yeah, so far feeling okay. Gotta go grocery shopping, and yeah, that's where we're at right now. So hopefully I'll kind of try to still be in tune with my body and hoping for the best. Oh my gosh. I swear I feel like I'm a fish because I've been drinking so much water. It's ridiculous. I go pee I feel like every hour, but I think it's just so important. My cat's meowing. I think it's just so important to keep hydrated, and I feel like maybe the last time I didn't do that as much. I tried to drink water, but I don't think as much. So I feel like maybe this time around I'm just gonna try to keep more hydrated and just keep doing that and see if that's helping or not, you know. It's extremely bloated. I feel like I'm pregnant, but you know, again, wishful thinking on my end maybe, but I'm trying to be in good sorts on it. So we'll see what happens. So it's about 8 o'clock on Monday, and I can't believe I didn't set my alarm, but I do have to change my estradiol patches here. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take it off from here that I have. No, you barely see it, but it's right here. And I'm gonna take that off, put a new one over here, just to kind of switch sides every 3 days until they tell me to do something different. And then I'm taking my estradiol pills, which I have to get more of. But those are my medications for tonight. And then I have to do my endometrium, so I have to stick that pill up my hoo-ha. And it just, I guess, helps keep the baby in there. I don't know. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now with that. And I'm just glad I remember the whole patch thing, because that's the first time I've been doing that. So, and then I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of the day, or the rest of the night anyway. Maybe watch a movie with my husband. and so forth. Yeah, I've been feeling some cramping. I'm extremely bloated, as I put in the last tidbit of the video. I had a slight case of nausea when I went to the store today, so that could be a thing. And then I, again, may have said this in the earlier video, but I've had my varicose veins really predominant on my leg. It was really weird, and I didn't have that before. Along with the hot flashes or the night sweats. I mean, some things are different, so, I mean, could that be a good sign? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But that would be quite an interesting story, wouldn't it? But having the fair embryo turn out to be the one that sticks, that would be quite amazing. But like I said before, I'm a God-fearing person, so I trust Jehovah. I put this onto him, and it's his decision. I will take it and remain loyal and continue to try to do what I can do. I'm not going to be upset. I mean, I will be upset, but I think, I mean, I did everything I could. I know, and I'll just continue moving forward. So that's where I'm at. All right. So I'm going to take this off. Oh my God. And then I'm going to, this is what it looks like coming out. So it has like this little film on it. So from what I did last time, Chris, this crap sticks to me. I take this off. And here's the sticky part, the one that's sticking to my thumb, and I'm gonna put it over here. Make sure I put nice and flat. And there we go, new patch. So, and that's what we're doing. And now I gotta go get my, I guess my hoo-ha stick here and do the deed on that. Good luck, guys. So I couldn't pick up the camera earlier because my husband was still sleeping, and we had stayed up a little later than we ordinarily would just to watch a movie and spend time with each other. But I didn't want to bother him while he was sleeping in. But he's now up, and I finally got to take a shower. I swear I did not take a shower for like 4 days, and I felt absolutely gross. So I was able to take a shower. But with the heat and you know, affecting the embryo and stuff like that, I took a very lukewarm, if you can call it that, lukewarm shower. That wasn't satisfying at all. But I quickly was in there for like 7 or 8 minutes just to wash my hair, kind of just dust myself off and just feel like I'm having good hygiene. So I did that. Took my progesterone, took my estradiol, and then my endometrium. So I took all my meds this morning. I still have my patch, and I made sure it was still on, so you can definitely shower with that from what I just looked up. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna try to lay low, take it easy, get on my computer a little bit, maybe watch TV. I gotta get a little bit more water just because I like to keep hydrated during this time. I was cramping yesterday and the day before. I'm not feeling any cramping today, so that's good. I didn't want to, you know, cramp too much. But I'm just hoping that baby's just settling in and making a home and starting to grow against all odds. So that would be a cool story, wouldn't it? So I'm hoping for the best. Gonna go get some water, do a little bit of computer stuff, and keep hydrated. Really bad, but it's 5 days past embryo transfer, and yesterday I asked my husband if he thought my boobs looked a little bigger, because it could again just be the medicine, but I feel like it's bigger and they are a little tender, not like crazy tender, but a little bit more tender than I'm used to. So like I said, I'm not taking that way too seriously, but I don't know, you never know. I still have some dull cramping. I never really get bad cramps like that, but I can feel, it's almost like someone's kneading my uterus. I don't know. And I looked at other people's symptoms, which is kind of stupid because everyone's different, but I still just kind of like to see what they're feeling. And a lot of people, you know, feel their dull cramps and stuff like that, so who knows. I'm actually right here going to take my progesterone shot. I just had it underneath my armpits to warm it up. I do sometimes take my little pillow and warm it up in the microwave and just kind of dab that side of wherever I put the shot, just so it could absorb better. So that's what I'm doing now, and then I'm going to take my estradiol and then the endometrium, and I'm going to lay down for 15 minutes while that absorbs up my hoo-ha. So 5 days passed. Then on Friday I have just to see where my progesterone and estrogen is, and then that next following Friday will be the blood test. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to stay calm whatever happens, and like I said, if it doesn't work this time, we'll just go do another cycle. We'll do another egg retrieval and hope for the best at that point. But I have Jehovah God with me, and for those who haven't found God, I definitely recommend it, and he's always with us. So thanks, guys. I had to take a quick trip to my pharmacy because I was starting to run out of estradiol pills, and I kind of been wanting to minimize me using my card. So I am one of those people, and I had a whole bunch of quarters in my car, and so I'm like picking it up, just counting, hoping that I have $5 in quarters, which I happen to have. I just haven't been using it. It's just extra change in my car that I would put in, but yeah, that's what I did. So I even told the pharmacy guy, who he knows me by now because I just go to the pharmacy a lot, and I'm like, I'm sorry for being one of those people. I just really wanted to minimize using my card just because of some other stuff that's been coming up. So yeah, I think he was actually pretty cool about it, and I did try to find someone to see if they could like get the change and they can give you just a $5 bill, but that didn't work out. So yep, guys, I'm one of those people, so proud damn of it. All right, bye. Okay, so unfortunately I'm back to work, so I have to do this in the nearest bathroom I could find. So I do have an appointment today at the clinic. It's just a simple blood test just to make sure my progesterone and my estrogen is where they want it to be, and then next Friday will be the blood test. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to keep calm. It's in Jehovah's hands. I trust in him however this comes to me. So we'll see. But I have my little station here. I'm gonna put it somewhere else other than the trash can, but I'm gonna be sterile about it. I'm gonna take my progesterone. I already take my estradiol, and then I'm gonna do the endometrium. So I'm just gonna have to kind of sit down or lay down and just let that sit for a while. So hopefully, today will go well, and everything will be good in terms of the levels, and if we need to adjust it, we will. So, fingers crossed. Okay, so I just got, well, I didn't just get back. I went to get my blood work done, and I got the results. So it was a little better than last time, so I feel like maybe that's a step in the right direction, and I'm getting kind of used to kind of figuring out what levels and the amount of medication works for me. So whatever happens with this, at least I feel like I'm learning from that. My progesterone was 99.1, so that was in the green area between the two, least and most what you can go on for progesterone. And then my estrogen was 576, so I believe that is good. I'm sure the clinic will call me and probably just tell me to keep doing what I'm doing, or if they need to make changes, I'm sure they'll tell me. So I think that's good. And yeah, and the drive there was not that bad. I went to the clinic's lab because the lab here over at my hospital I work at, I just don't trust anymore. They made too many mistakes, I felt like. So I feel better going over there even if it's a drive. So just definitely go to a lab that you trust and do things right the first time. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know what they say. Okay, so they left a message, and everything is going to remain the same except for my estradiol. I'm taking 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and then the estrogen patch. And they want me to add 1 vaginally tonight and every night until the pregnancy test. So that's the only thing that will change. Otherwise, everything will remain the same. So see what happens, and we'll be counting down till next week. I'm not going to take a pregnancy test. I'm going to be in my little bubble of hope for another week now. From what the lab did before, they did it exactly a week from when they did the last transfer, and yeah, that just got me all messed up, so I don't even want to know. So we'll see, and we'll be counting down. Okay, so it's Thursday. It's the day before I take my blood beta tomorrow to see if I'm pregnant or not, and I'm nervous. I know I didn't do a lot of vlogging between the transfer and now, and that's just because I kind of wanted to focus on resting and just really be in tune with my body without worrying about picking up my camera, or my phone camera anyway. Do I feel confident? I'm like, it can go either way, honestly. I felt like it was different this time just because of symptoms and stuff. But that could mean practically anything, you know, and that's my body just hoping and wishing. I don't know. But I'm trying to keep a neutral stand on it, and just really trying to keep a frame of mind that, you know, it's in Jehovah's hands, and he's gonna either bless it or not. And you know, I've been praying a lot, really hoping that this works out, just because, I mean, whoever does IVF takes a big risk because it's obviously never guaranteed. But to know that the time and energy and love and money I put in would mean nothing just scares the crap out of me. But I'd spend $1 million if it meant being able to have another baby. I don't think I could put a price on that, you know. And if I have to get another job, or like my insurance company, or do whatever I need to do to, you know, to get the money to, you know, do it again, then I will. Other than that, I'm just trying to keep a neutral stand on everything, and I've been doing pretty good. Even after the transfer, I was trying not to get too stressed out about things, just making sure I was keeping calm in everything I was doing. So that's where I'm at right now. Just trying to take a walk outside my work, and hopefully things will go well. I'll probably do another, obviously, recording on what they say. I'm gonna go in tomorrow, and I'm gonna take my blood. I'll come back to work because I'll be working, and I'm pretty sure they'll probably either call me or leave me a message, and I'll record that, and that will pretty much be the end of this video with those results. And then depending on what happens tomorrow, we'll see what the rest of the videos look like. So please pray for me for those who are going through that, and let me know what's happening through your 2-week wait. Okay, so I am leaving work to go to my appointment. It's just the in and out sort of thing, kind of like I did last week. And obviously they're going to check my levels and then do the HCG test, tell me if I'm pregnant or not, or, you know, continuing to be pregnant, because I feel like when you do an embryo transfer, technically you are pregnant. But anyway, going into it, like I said before, I'm keeping neutral about the whole thing, because there's some things that, you know, make me feel really positive about it, like, oh yeah, this may have worked. And then there's other things, you know, that are keeping, like, you know, this is a stretch and so forth. You know, one being all the symptoms that I was experiencing. I didn't experience any of those things the last transfer, you know, like the sore boobs. I was tired a lot, thirsty, had a headache from time to time, even though I was drinking like a ton of water. And then I had the night sweats, so that came out of nowhere. And that started on the night of the transfer, when the transfer already happened, and I was already on progesterone and estrogen. So like, if that was just the medication, I felt like I would have had that prior. You know, and that those things are like, oh yeah, this worked. That I didn't feel all these things. You know, I feel like the medication is, you know, it's just matching up with my own, you know, hormones that are going up. You know, yay. And then the other side is knowing that it was a fair embryo, so the chances of it working were a little lower, but not impossible. You know, I've looked up other success stories that, you know, like before I mentioned that some embryos can be self-correcting or just slow in progress on what they're supposed to be doing. So I guess that's what I'm holding on to. But I feel like no matter what happens, it's in Jehovah's hands. You know, I might cry a little, you know, if it doesn't work out. You know, I think that's just an emotional state, hoping and praying that it would. But I think, you know, obviously I'll be okay. And it's not me giving up. We're going to keep trying and doing what we need to do in order for it to work, because I really do feel like it can work. And so that's where I am at right now going into this, trying to keep just a neutral stance on it, having hopefulness, you know, preparing for the worst but hoping for the best sort of thing. And it's just everyone has like all this confidence and hoping and praying, and I just don't want to let them down either, you know, letting myself down and so forth. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm have to go get gas, of course, but I should be on my way. I'm gonna come back to work. They'll probably call hopefully during that time so I could just hear the message and then see what, depending on the results, we do from there. So for those who are watching, please pray. The next part of this part of this video will be them giving me the results, if I can get that on tape anyway. And then that will be the end of this video, and then depending on what the results are, we'll see what the next video holds. So please, if you haven't already, for those who are watching, hit like and subscribe, share with your friends, anyone who you think is going through this sort of thing, of any kind of fertility issues. I'd love to hear it, and we can support each other. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back home after going back to work and from the clinic. They left me a message, which I suspected they would. You know, since my place of work, I can't get any kind of service. So just going into it, whatever happens, you know I did the best I can. And if it doesn't work out, then another egg retrieval. And if it does, good on me. Otherwise, I trust in Jehovah, and I'm sure he'll bless me at one point. Okay.
This is for Brittany. This is Monica, nurse with Dr. Bray's office, calling in regards to the pregnancy test. And unfortunately, Brittany, I don't have good news. It was a negative test. The value was 0.5. So go ahead and stop all your medications. Dr. Bray is aware and should be reaching out to you. Call us back if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye.
Well, we knew it was a stretch, so it is what it is, and Dr. Bray will give me a call back and we'll see what the next steps are.
Okay.
Okay, so as you've seen from the little last video, it was negative. It wasn't the biggest surprise just because we knew going in it was a fair embryo, but, you know, I made a promise to Jehovah that as long as the embryo was alive, that I'd give it a chance. And I really feel like Joe's gonna bless us. I really do. And I don't blame him for it. It's just, you know, it's the right timing sort of thing, you know. Winter was meant to be my daughter, and I believe that my next child is meant to be mine too, and I just have to pray about it, manifest it, and keep going and hope that it'll work out at the end. So I want to thank you guys for those who are watching. I know I don't have a lot of viewers as of the moment, but I really do appreciate for those who are watching, and I really do hope that you guys will continue to watch and wish me well and hope for the best. And for those who are going through it too, I'm hoping for the best for you guys. Thank you guys. Love you. See you next video.